Hello and welcome to an album a day, day 380, is it? 380, going through my vinyl and media collection and all kinds of fun stuff. Today we are back on the Uriah Heep kick, and I'm just baffled by how beautiful this album cover is. It's definitely one of my favorites of theirs, and I'm talking about Sea of Light. This one is from 2013. You can get a good shot of it there. 2013, and this is on the Hear No Evil Recordings label. This was originally, it's an older album that was re-released in these deluxe editions, and they've kind of taken over a little bit here for Sanctuary Midline. I did see a Sanctuary Midline release. I'm pretty sure it was for this one, but it's just not the one that I ended up getting. Wasn't really thinking about that when I got these. Doesn't really matter. The package is the package. They have the same songs on them, so that's the most important thing, because I got all these so I could do all the tracks on Uriah Heep the Magician's podcast. But yeah, this album cover is absolutely beautiful. On the back we have that picture, and they did not keep up with the name in there, so that's one thing that Sanctuary Midline was doing. But that's fine. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. I'll show you the book first. I do not have a copy of the vinyl album because this is one of those that was a limited edition pressing, and there's not a lot of them out there, and they're pretty expensive. I mean, I've seen them go as high as $500. I don't have that kind of money to spend on vinyl. But so you've got the front, you've got the back. That's a nice shot of the band at the time. You have a pretty good book here. It's a little bit done a little bit differently than the others were, but that's okay. We get the band in here, nice shots of them. Some of the history, which is cool. It's nice too because you had more people to choose from going into getting the history, and so instead of it just being Ken and Mick and sometimes Lee, you had some more people to reach out to. So that's nice. It's a very nice book. I love this. It's like a slightly glossy, but not too much that it reflects that really annoying light. But here's where I think they fell short a little bit for me personally. I loved, even though I wasn't always a fan of the way they all came out, but I love the concept of the Sanctuary Midline CD itself, and here is what they did. I just want to let you know that this is on Hear No Evil Recordings. I don't know what album it is, but it's on Hear No Evil Recordings. Very important. I don't know why I'm doing this today. But yeah, that is just kind of really self-indulgent. And again, I mean, we've talked about the CD, and the CD itself doesn't really matter because they're going to go inside a CD player and spin, or you're going to extract the MP3s or WAV files from them. That's how you're probably going to experience it. You're not watching this spin on your turntable. Picture disc for this album would have been really cool, though. I mean, come on, picture disc. But anyway, so they did what they did. I'm not a fan of that at all. I think it's very self-indulgent for the record company. Here we get this behind instead of the old box for the reel-to-reel. That's not too bad. I don't mind that, actually. I like that better than just, something blank. So that's a little bit of something else to look at. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the CD. I mean, the skull is kind of cool, but again, this isn't, you're not releasing a best of Hear No Evil recordings. That's where I would expect to see a CD that looks like this. I should be able to look at the CD and easily identify without having to read all of, maybe the smaller print down here, Uriah Heep, Sea of Light. I shouldn't have to read that. It should be very prominent on the CD itself. So that's that. Let's get into the music. We open with, let's see, it's a terrible font for poor light. Let's see, we have Against the Odds is the way that it opens up. And underneath that it says The Way of Life That Must Change. We have Sweet Sugar, which underneath that it says Overimportance of Money. So sugar, metaphor for money, sweet, we want more of it. Yeah, it works. Third track is Time of Revelation. There is a Time of Revelation box set, by the way. And that one underneath that says Moving to a Fantasy World. And I mean, come on, that's beautiful. I would love to visit this, like in real life, if that was a real place. Where are we at here now? Mistress of All Time. I'm going to come back to this track. I have things to say about that. But it does say underneath of it, Enlightened Woman, which is very true. Track 5 is Universal Wheels, which says Nature's Retaliation. Fear of Falling, which says False Trust, which is fair. Spirit of Freedom, Realizing the New World. Then we go to track 8. This one's really hard to read. Let's see. It's just kind of the lighting of the font, but It says here in the book. Maybe that would be easier. Instead of me trying to look underneath my progressive lenses, which, boy, if you have an astigmatism, don't ever get those. Okay, where are we at? Spirit of Freedom. Logical progression is next. Then we have, let me see if I can see what it says underneath of that at least. New perceptions. And then after that, we have Love and Silence, which is, can be sad or it can be beautiful. And underneath of that, it says, oh, wow, these are all out of order. Hang on. Love and Silence is listed as track 9, and here it is. Oh, it is track 9. Okay, Know Yourself. Know Yourself. You should. Then we have Words in the Distance, and underneath that it says Love Awareness. After that, we have The Fires of Hell, Your Only Son. That is The Futility of War. Remember, I covered that with Dave White. And then our last official album track we have is Dream On, Being in Love. It is a great album. One of my favorites, to be honest. I'm still going to come back to Mistress of All Time. Don't let me forget, even though you can't talk to me while I'm recording this. We do have 3 bonus tracks. She still calls this name Sail the Rivers and Dream On, the single edit, not a cover of the Aerosmith song. Mistress of All Time, oh my God, this is such a beautiful song. One of my just all-time favorites. I remember hearing that for the first time when I was doing the podcast. Absolutely blown away by it. I think I covered that one with Dave White, if I remember. Yeah, I did cover that with Dave White. And I remember talking to Bernie, the singer, about that song, and also Phil Anson, the keyboard player, because there's a flute part in that. I'm pretty sure I talked to him about that. It might have been after I interviewed him. But I remember talking to Bernie, and just the vocals are so beautiful on that song. It's one of my favorite vocal deliveries from him. Absolutely wonderful track. Check that out. Mistress of All Time on Sea of Light. I mean, check out the whole album. I'm going to tell you the whole album's good. I really enjoyed it. But that track in particular, still, every time I see the name, it just immediately, it just comes right back to me. It's got this really wonderful marching snare drum, just the flute part, beautiful vocal. It's just a really amazing song. So check it out. Check out the whole album. Let's see, where are we at? I've got bonus episodes of the Haskincast podcast coming later this week, doing another box set review for Cherry Red Records. Got lots of cool things in the work, guys. And then Saturday is the 4th and final part of the TV themes series that I recorded with Mark Roback from the 70s Weekly Countdown with Mark and Pete. Also, Deep Purple podcast came out last night. Their episode this week is celebrating John Matola's 50th birthday. I was invited to be a guest, contributed some material, and was there on the live episode. We surprised John in the middle of a podcast. Lots of fun. I had a great time, as always, when I go on that show with everybody. And yeah, that's it. So I hope that you guys have a great day. We will see you tomorrow or when I get a chance to do the next one. Got a bunch of stuff going on in the works. Cheers.